Welcome friends, it is I, your host Scarf, and it's time for another patch notes, and this time it is Ebow, as some people are calling him Rebo, because he's been remodeled. And there he is, he looks a lot better there in some ways. I'm gonna miss Old Man River though. He's got a scroll on his back, which he uses for his river, so it's like a river scroll now. I don't know what he does with those claws, I'm gonna guess that's for his one. He just hits you with claws, I guess, I don't know. And then he's got his water spout still. Everything's the same, it's just graphically new. And why? Because China. That's pretty obvious. Hopefully other gods get reworked eventually, but right now all the Chinese gods can get reworked first. I don't think Chang'e needs anything to be changed about her, but maybe they'll change her anyway, who knows. But I think that's all the Chinese gods at this point who, from the old ones, have been reworked. The difference between Ebow and the other ones is they changed their powers around a little bit, while Ebow's are completely the same, just graphically new. So we're going to go over the patch notes. There's a couple changes here and there, nothing too huge. Then we'll look at the new Ebow, and then we'll finally get into a conquest with him. Probably go middle lane, or jungle if we want. Probably middle though, because we've already shown off jungle Ebow. Let's get going. There he is, Ebow! And he does water spouts, and that's all he does. And to show you that Ebow is still the same, there it is. They did not change Ebow, but Ebow is different. We've got 2 gold skins and 1 voice pack, and the gold skins are Bakasura. Looking pretty cool there. He's got a good head there. It's a pretty cool looking head there with all that gold shining him up. And then we got the black one here. Looks pretty cool there as well. But as we know, I got the Feaster Bunny, so just gonna keep using this one. It's hard to beat this disturbing skin. It really is. Well, I think Death Machine's the best skin to me personally, because it just looks so vicious. But I got the Feaster Bunny, and it's just the awesomest skin right there. The other gold skin is... see, I get him. Sobek! Here he is. Golden Sobek. Alright, there you go. And you got a lot of detail here because of all his scaling there. So that's pretty cool there. Looks really nice. So you got Bakasura is very smooth looking, so he's got a very smooth gold skin. While this one looks more defined because of the scales. Over here, the black one, there you go. And there's an interesting thing going on here with this black skin. As you can tell, there's a bit of a shine on the black right here, up on the top and on the sides. That reflects a bit of a green there. I'm trying to figure out what is making that little reflection, but I don't know. There's like so much shininess going on, it just kind of melds together with the gold and looks a bit green to me. It's kind of curious, that look. But I'm hoping I'm not the only one that sees that. Now, the only voice pack is... where is it? Bastet! There it is. And for the fun of it, this one. There we go. And voice.
I'll attack the Minotaur. Gank! Attack Fire Giant. Stay here.
As you can see, I instantly bought this thing.
I'll attack middle lane. I'll defend the Gold Fury. I'll attack the Fire Giant.
So I'm happy she has a voice pack now.
I'm returning left lane. Going into the jungle.
But I have one problem.
I'll defend the Fire Giant.
This is my problem.
Sorry. Oops. I'll attack the Fire Giant. On my way. Help left lane. On my way. Good luck. I'll attack. Gank!
This is my problem.
Trap.
Bastet sounds like freaking Neith in a cat suit.
Gold Fury. Help left lane. Help left lane. Enemies at our Minotaur. Enemies
And there is
left.
only a very thin veiled difference between the two.
Enemies in left lane. No problem.
But what are you gonna do? Like, once she does the longer stuff like that, you can hear a difference, but the regular stuff,
Left lane. Good game.
she sounds basically Neith. And I'm not happy with that. I think they should have tried to differentiate her a little bit more than that.
Enemies have returned middle.
But they did.
Defend the left lane.
Now some patch notes. Okay, so not a lot of them. As you can see right here, you can see your rankings with your god, so that's cool right there. As you can see, I got a couple I have not mastered yet. Well, above 50. Used to be 100, of course. But I have a couple gods that are not above 50. See, I got 37, so it's going to be a while before I finish everyone off, because I just randomly play everyone anyway. Besides just focusing my favorites. You also will see this in the God Select screen as well for that. Now, a couple UI changes. I believe they changed how items look, and I don't know if they kept it that way. We're going to go ahead and take a look right now. And the item separation is, yep, different now. Offensive, defensive, and utility. And for defensive, you got like this, utility like this. And you got these things. Now, here's my problem with this, is... unless it specifically does not let you see them. Oh my god, maybe it doesn't. Okay, good. I don't have a problem then. I was worried about that. Check it out. You only see physical stuff. Oh, they changed how higher the calculation looks. Okay, that's cool. You only see physical stuff. There you go. So as a physical god, you only see physical. And as a magical, you only see Magical. I was concerned about this. I was like, are they going to be still like they were before, fade out? Nope. Okay, so there we go. My concerns are gone. When you go here, you are specifically only seeing items you can equip. That is much better. So this is fine with me then. I thought they were going to separate it, but still have magical and physical in the same line. But no, you only see the ones you can pick up. That is great. This is a better model right here to look at. That is good. I like that. That is way better. The only problem is if you want to look at an item for someone else that's on your team, you can't. But that's a little problem there. So that's nice right there. Other changes are, like I said, God Select. You will see your rankings there. Now, a couple changes to the league, and I got to talk about this for a minute. Dodging is now punished more severely than losing. And someone's made a point about this is that, okay, so it's more severe if you dodge than to lose. Okay. The problem with this is people go into the match and then they'll just screw around until they lose like that because they're convinced the team's going to lose. Now, I do not approve of this whatsoever, and I got a couple people that I talked to that they're totally fine with this, and I don't approve of it, but I don't like it. You dodge, fine. I don't, there you go, you dodged. You got out of it, you did some sort of mulligan, but once you're in the actual match and you're in it, you should be playing to win it, no matter what hand you're dealt, really. You're in ranked, you should be playing it like like a freaking professional at this point. You got to take it seriously. If I hear try hard and ranked, I will be very annoyed, because ranked is where you do your best no matter what you're dealt, because that's what ranked is. That's where you're supposed to take it seriously. That's where you're supposed to try your best. No matter what your team makeup is, you should be trying your best. I don't care if it doesn't follow the meta that you think it should follow. It can win if you play well and play right. A lot of things can happen. You see just the most ridiculous things in pro play, and you see some weird things work because they know what the heck they're doing. If you figure out how to do what you need to do, you can make amazing stuff happen. It's not always going to happen. You're still going to get a lot of losses, but you should be trying your best when you're in ranked. Just because you don't agree with whatever your teammates are doing, you should be trying your best. If you're not, go back to casual. There is no reason to play ranked if you're not going to give it your all, because ranked is that. Ranked is the one you're supposed to take seriously. Casual is the one you're not supposed to take seriously. And I'm seeing better play in casual than I'm in ranked, and that bothers me a lot. So really, don't even bother with ranked. It's just a number. It doesn't do anything for you. Oh, you're number 10, you're number 100, whatever. It doesn't mean anything. The importance of being in ranked is to play with higher level play. But if you're pulling down the higher level play to lower level, even worse than casual, then what good is that? What good is that at all? This is why I don't care for League, because I keep running into just awful teammates. So I'm like, I'll go play casual, where I'm running into less of that. I'm running into better players in casual than ranked, and that bothers me a lot, and that's why I've lost interest. And I'm not the only one, because there's another change. To qualify for rankings, you only need 1 game now. You don't need 10 games anymore. Yep, you only need 1 game. You don't need 10 to qualify. So that tells me people are losing interest in ranked, because you put the number down from 10 to 1. Holy crap. And that is not a good sign. That is not a good sign whatsoever. But going back to dodging and screwing around, I would like to see more severe stuff for whatever. Not intentional feeding, trolling, all that stuff. Not taking the match seriously. When it comes to ranked, I think it should be taken a lot more seriously than any other mode. And that's just the way it should be, because it's ranked. That is where we should see the highest level of play outside of tournaments. And we don't. And as long as it's not being treated seriously, then why even play it? Casual's better. And that's my standpoint on that. Alright, now let's take a look at gods. The big change here is that a lot of the gods who have big AoEs are able to place them anywhere now. They'll just be cut off by terrain a little bit if they're not perfectly inside anymore. You don't get prevented from casting now, basically. And that's basically every AoE except for Ymir and Anhur's AoEs, like Anhur's Pillar and Ymir's Wall, cannot be placed anywhere. They still have to be placed off terrain, and I think that's fine. So Agni's and Noxious Fumes are like that, Anubis' 3, Alquank's Tornadoes, Artemis's Suppress the Insolent. All those abilities now, you can put them partially in terrain. Same thing goes for Cupid's Ultimate. That can go in partial terrain now. Same thing goes for, let's see, where is it? Hell's Hinder. Here's Hell. Her Hinder can now be placed partially. Same thing goes for her Cleanse. And let's see here. There's, oh yeah, the Whirlpool. The Whirlpool by Poseidon. Can now put it there. No note about the Kraken though. Raw Solar Blessing can be put anywhere on terrain now. And yep, that's all of those. So almost every AoE, I don't remember if the Kraken can be placed everywhere or not. That's something I don't remember right now. I'm going to assume it can be. Zeus's ult got changed to that a while back. And that's pretty much every AoE as far as I can remember now, is that you can put it through walls now. The only ones that you can't are Ymir's wall and Anher's pillar. Now, other little changes here and there before we get to Ah Muzen Cobb's nerf. Kronos! There it is, Kronos. So he had a bug that made him hit like a truck, even more so than normal. And they fixed it. I'm not going to tell you what the bug was, but they fixed it, so that's good. Now, his Wheel of Time. Now, the way Wheel of Time works is it now lasts the duration of the 7 seconds, apparently. Yeah. The additional benefits granted by Wheel of Time when Accelerate is activated now lasts 7 seconds to match the duration of Accelerate. It didn't do that previously? I'm confused. It didn't do that previously? What do you mean? Okay, whatever. Apparently it didn't do that previously, which is weird to me because it should have. Now, Mercury's maximum velocity. The root immunity on this ability has been removed. Mercury will also no longer gain unintentional immunity to cripple effects while active. So I guess he was immune to root, and he could be immune to crippling when he did this. And I guess they couldn't fix the cripple problem, so they just got rid of the root. I don't know. That's my guess there. So lastly now is Ah Muzen Cobb's nerfs. His bees are the same. His hives got a bit of a nerf here. And it's a good slight nerf, I think, and that is that they now give him movement speed of 10 less, so he goes 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 instead of going 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. That's fine, that's good. Is it enough? I think they could tweak it down a little bit more and it'll be fine. Maybe put each healing number down by 1. Or put down his attack speed by 5%. I'm not sure. But he could take another nerf here if they really want to give him another nerf. Swarm has been... Oh, wait. Also, mana increased to cost here. So now it costs an extra 5 mana per level. Swarm has nothing changed to it. Now, Honey has a change to it. Your Honey and the Hives. Now, the Honey has to be within 55 feet of the Hives to be activated by the Hives. And there should be a way to see that now in the UI, apparently, for the active radius from the Hives. Another thing going on is that they have increased the mana cost by 10 points across the board. And there's that. And then Stinger has not been changed. So what they did is they just basically made Honey cost more and Hive cost more. And they've nerfed Hive just a little bit. And also, you got to be within range of this. Now, there was mention of line of sight, and I don't know if that is in effect without saying it. But there should be line of sight for the buffs. Now, if there is still not line of sight, then they went back on that then. The basic idea of the line of sight is that the Hives can only apply if there's no walls in the way. And I don't see any indication that they got put in, but Era said that was going to be put in, so we'll see as we see how Ah Muzen's if that got changed or not. So basically what they did is they put it the mana cost. Ah Muzen has a big mana problem already, and this is just compounding it. So you got to rely on your basic attack even more. But when you're able to have mana problems not go away, you can wreck pretty hard with all of his stuff, and we know that pretty well. So we will see how this goes in the future. Now that's it for all the god changes. Now we're going to take a look at Ebow and then do a match with him. Now guaranteed lineup is we're going to have a Ebow for sure. Probably go mid with him because we've already done jungle Ebow. And we're going to do another Bastet because she's got the voice back. We got to go jungle Bastet probably. After that, I'm not sure what we'll go with, but the next 2 matches for sure will be Ebow and Bastet. So let's go ahead and take a look at Ebow. Alright, as I told you, yep, you can see all these things right here. You can see all your rankings here. It makes things a little different in shape. Can you pick them? Oh, no, you can't pick them. You still have to click on their portrait. Okay. So where is Ebow? There he is. He's still got the same voice, despite looking a heck of a lot less old. Let's go in there. He still sounds like Old Man River, but he doesn't look like it. See, there's that water scroll. We're going to show that off in a second. Just show off the graphics, and then we'll get into a conquest and show it off again while playing a conquest. So there's his new picture there. Looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool.
Shall we begin?
Go ahead and level up really quick. And see, just that water just looks so good. Looks really nice there. Level all these in there. So he's got new looks to each of these things. So, okay, here's his one. There you go. So a little more defined there. And you can see his passive now has its own thing right there. That's cool. Here it is. Water scroll. Bam! There it is. And for the gold one, the scroll is gold as well if you have the gold skin. That's pretty cool there. Water spout. There it is. Looks pretty. And then here's the ultimate. which looks about the same but a little prettier in the water. So there you go. So there's everything with Ebow. Nothing new there. They didn't change anything to his voice back as far as I know. And that's it. So let's go ahead and get into a match now.